So with me today on the CMO Spotlight is Kyra Hagan, who's the Vice President of Marketing for RxBenefits.
RxBenefits created a category, so it's hard to draw a parallel to other companies, but we are a pharmacy benefits optimizer. So we work to lower the cost of managing the pharmacy benefit or offering a robust pharmacy benefit for self-insured employers, and to ensure that their members are taken great care of, both clinically, so they get the right medication at the right time, but also on the service experience. So when they're at the pharmacy and something isn't covered, that, working parent who's been called out to daycare at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and is pulling into Walgreens or CVS at 6:30 for their prescription to be denied, we want to make sure we take great care of them when they pick up the phone and call for help. We have a purchasing power that's equivalent to a Fortune 10 company. So if you look at our buying power, we're really bigger than like Amazon, Home Depot, and Apple combined. Wow. Which obviously helps the mid-market employer with that advantage when they're negotiating their pharmacy plan. I'm coming up about a month out from my 3-year anniversary at RxBenefits. I spent the first 20 years of my life in healthcare information technology on the provider side. So I spent about 10 years working with marketing software applications to ambulatory physician practices, and then 10 years at Cerner Corporation working in the acute healthcare space. And so this was a segue for me into pharmacy benefits and to selling solutions that were not 100% technology based. And I was the first VP of marketing, first marketing leader really at the company. Always follow the patient in healthcare. Fight the good fight against that and do the change management work that's necessary, not forgetting that at the end of the day, the consumer is your buyer and your customer is really important. We like to say at RxBenefits that there's always a market to do good by doing good. Finding a way to inspire my teams to greatness has really been what has perpetuated and fueled my career. I look for people who have the right attitude and aptitude and heart, who really buy into the mission of the company and are working for more than driving revenue or driving clicks or whatever. We're going to think big. We're going to start small. We're going to move fast, and we're going to optimize as we go. We win and fail as a team. And so there's plenty of room for everyone to succeed, and there's plenty of shared ownership when we make a mistake. And that true working team is able to do, it accelerates the value that each person brings. Finding people that bring different perspectives and talents together, but are good people, so that we have that dynamic in the workplace of trust. Team, I always say a team is not a group of people who work together. It's any team of people who trust each other. Since childhood, I've been inspired by Disney. And I still find them new reasons to be inspired by them at a personal level and in the business world on a regular basis. I think today, in healthcare, I talked about the Disney experience a lot and how healthcare needed to shape shift to deliver a more Disney-like experience to healthcare consumers. They just do a great, but it's such an immersive experience when you think about the brand and that childhood wonder. If you had the privilege of being able to go to a Disney park as a child, it was hard not to believe you'd been transported to really a different universe. As marketers, we have to be in a good headspace to do what we do, right? We should be eternal optimists by trade. But sometimes we need to talk about the darker and harder parts of what we do. And I think that the question you touched on is I had a great story to tell this time about how I proved the value of marketing. But how you convince the naysayers, how you work and how you've built bridges with people who still believe that marketing is fluff, because there's still a lot of work to be done to get marketing an equal seat at the C-suite table, and to understand its potential as a growth driver of a business, to see it as a profit generating source of revenue versus a cost center, and how people have been successful at doing that